Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Joe. Every week I show you guys apps and games, but I never show you what apps and games actually remain on my phone after the video is over. So today I thought I would give you guys a quick tour of what's on my phone. What are the apps and games that I actually use? So before we dig into the phone itself, I am using an LG V30, and the thing that's literally on my phone is this Bare Motion blue sandstone case, which is really grippy, super thin, probably my favorite case that I've ever used. But let's get into the actual phone and look at some apps. Alright, so this is my main home screen. Pretty simple. Got a widget at the top, widget at the bottom, a couple rows of icons. At the top, the widget is Weather Timeline, which is my favorite weather app, and also have that on my home screen right there as well. It's just a really well designed weather app, and I like the widget too. Then on the bottom, I have the Google search bar. This is Nova Launcher. You can put it on the bottom in Nova, and I just put it down there when the Pixel came out because I was like, well, I might as well kind of get used to this. So I just put it on there, and I really like it there now. So if you haven't tried that yet, give it a shot, see if you like it. Then I have a 5 icon dock phone, which I hardly ever use, but I just can't seem to pull it out of that dock. Facebook Messenger Lite, which is a thinned down version of the regular Facebook Messenger app, which is like super bloated and battery killer. Now, check out the Lite version, it's a lot better. Chrome, of course. Inbox is my email app. I use Gmail on my computer, but then I use Inbox on my phone just because I feel like it doesn't notify me of like emails that I don't care about. I don't want to be interrupted when I'm out and about by those type of emails. And Inbox is good at only showing you the important stuff. And then I have the camera, of course. I like to do 2 rows of icons. That's my weird thing. I have 3 home screen pages, and they each have just 2 rows of icons. On my main screen here, I've got the calendar and Flamingo. Flamingo is my favorite Twitter app. It's really customizable, and it's a lot like the official Twitter app, but it's not the official Twitter app, which is a huge selling point because you don't have like ads and any of that annoying stuff. Then I have Snapchat, which I use less and less. Instagram, which is next to it, has become a lot more of my favorite social network than Snapchat. Pokemon Go, I just have it on my home screen still, and I don't really know why, because I haven't opened it in forever, but I just kind of like having it there. I don't know, it just reminds me of how fun it used to be, I guess. Then we have Android messages. SMS is something that I don't use very often either, but I just feel like I need to have it there. Weather Timeline I mentioned, and then of course YouTube. Pocket Cast is a phenomenal podcast app. If you haven't checked out Pocket Cast and you listen to a lot of podcasts, you really need to. It's not free, but it's absolutely worth it. And then I have the My Apps shortcut, so you can actually put a shortcut on your home screen that will take you right to the My App section of the home screen or of the Google Play Store. And this is like a prime example right here. I'm always opening this to see if I need updates, and so I just go right to that page, which is super handy. Then over on the right side, we've got Gallery, Slack, Time Hop, Google Maps, YouTube Studio for checking comments, like on this very video right here. Then I've got OneDrive, so I've got my 2 like gallery and photo apps. I got those right next to each other. OneDrive is what I use for backing up photos. I know a lot of people use Google Drive and Google Photos, but I'm a OneDrive guy. LSJ is just local newspaper app. Reddit Sync, this is another app that I actually paid for, though there is a free version, but I just wanted to get rid of the ads, and I really like it. It's just a really simple layout. I've been using this for years, and I really like it a lot. Feedly, that's an RSS reader. I just started using this when Google Reader shut down several years ago, and I've never turned back. And then I got a folder here for the 3 Phandroid apps that I use, Android Forums, Early Bird, and then the Phandroid News app. So over on the 3rd page, I've got a couple smart home things. So Lift Master is a garage door opener, and then Smart Things. I've got a Smart Thing hub with a couple light bulbs and switches and stuff like that. Our Home is a chore tracker app for getting stuff done around the house. Android TV is a app for controlling Android TV. It's like a remote, and Google has their own remote app in the Play Store, but this one is a lot more featureful. You can actually like jump straight to TV channels. You can jump straight to the apps that are on your TV. It's pretty cool. I like this one a lot. If you can't find the remote or you don't want to go across the room to get the remote. Then I have a folder here. So these are just all the TV channels that I watch. I have Comcast, but I don't actually have my cable box hooked up to my TV. I just use the Android TV apps or I Chromecast from my phone, and that's what a lot of these are. So, just basic like Adult Swim, ESPN, Netflix, stuff like that. Our Groceries is a app for making lists, and this is something that works with Google Home, so that's why I use that. And then TickTick is like a to-do list manager. All Recipes Dinner Spinner. This is an app that has recipes that I use a lot for making stuff. I've always used this app and I like it a lot. I'm sure there are better. Google Plus, again, I don't use that very often. That's why it's over on this page. And then the Score. This is a good app for checking quickly, like sports scores or what channel this game is on, stuff like that. Other things to mention about the home screen. Like I said, this is Nova Launcher, and I'm using just the Nova setting for adaptive round icons. This is not a like round icon pack or anything like that. This is just stock icons, and you use the adaptive round icon like in Oreo, and so it gives all the icons a round shape. And some of them it's not as neat as other ones. So like if we go into my drawer and like for 2048 bricks, for example, you can see on the top there, it's not like look perfect, but I use that. And then this wallpaper is backdrops. Everyone always asks what wallpaper I'm using. Backdrops is where I get my wallpaper. This is the best wallpaper app. They get new wallpaper probably every other day or so. And that's probably how much I change my wallpaper. I just love changing wallpaper, and I love this app. So in my app drawer, I won't go through like every single app I have. You can look on the screen right now and see them if you want. But just some of my favorite ones in here. I mentioned backdrops. So 2048 Bricks is a game that I showed in a video once, and it's super addictive. I like that game a lot. Candy Cons is an icon pack that I do use sometimes. It's one of my favorite ones. Commander Genius. Anyone remember the old PC game Commander Keen? This is an app that lets you play that on your phone. It's awesome. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. Check that out. Deliveries is a really simple app for just tracking packages, which I used a lot for Christmas, obviously. Hangman. I recommend everybody have Hangman or some kind of like offline game that you can play when you're waiting in a restaurant to be seated with somebody else. You can just whip out Hangman and play that like two people. That's pretty much why I have that game. It's really good for that. Hyah, if you ever want to know who's calling you, there's a lot of apps that do that, like Mr. Number and Truecaller. Hyah is super simple and easy. I prefer it over those. HQ Trivia, everybody's playing HQ Trivia right now, so am I. Image Flip is crazy to me that so many photo editors don't let you simply flip a photo. Like, especially when you take one with the front-facing camera, it always comes out backwards. And I can never seem like in built-in photo editors on phones to just flip it, just mirror it. So I got this app, and that's all it does, but it's useful for that. Just Jumble. I guess I am an old person because I love doing the Jumble in the newspaper, but I don't actually have a subscription to the newspaper, so I just use this app. It's pretty fun. Wallpaper Modder is an app that I super love. All this does is it lets you edit your current wallpaper. So you set a wallpaper from whatever app, say you use backdrops like me, and then you put it in here, and then you can just edit it. So you can like change the color, you can make it blurred, you can, change all this stuff and then just set it as your wallpaper. So sometimes I find a wallpaper that I like, but I'm like, oh, I wish that was a little bit different color. I pop it in here and do it. It's a super handy app, Wallpaper Modder. So that's my phone. I know I kind of ran through a lot of stuff there, but I've been using that setup for a long time. I've been using the V30 for quite a while now. I really like it. And that's just my setup. I didn't change anything for this video. That's basically how I've been running my phone for as long as I can remember, just a simple setup like that. So I'm interested to hear from you guys about your setups, your favorite wallpaper apps, home screen launchers, and stuff like that. Share those in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see you later.